The American Constitution set up the government like this: one branch for making laws, one branch for defining laws, one branch for enforcing laws. They make sure these are equal using a system of checks and balances. The branch that defines laws is called Congress. The one that makes laws is headed by the president, and the one that defines laws is the Supreme Court. In the early days of the country, there were two major political parties. These were the Federalists and Democratic Republicans. Some important Democrat Republicans were James Madison and Thomas Jefferson. Federalists included George Washington and Alexander Hamilton. It was the conflict between these two, along with the Anti-Federalists, who were gone by the 1790s, that formed the Bill of Rights. These were 10 amendments to the Constitution, created in 1791. After George Washington stepped down from office and James Adams served one term, there was a bad presidential campaign. It was between Thomas Jefferson and John Adams in 1800. Thomas won. In 1803, France, who had been given back Louisiana, sold the territory to America for $11 million and for $1 million of debt. In 1804, the Lewis and Clark expedition was sent to explore this territory, all the way to the Pacific Ocean. It ended in 1806. Shortly after American independence, many settlers started to flock westward. This caused the formation of many states around the Great Lakes and motivated the Louisiana Purchase. Around this time, an idea that America was meant to expand to the coast, or manifest destiny, started to take root. After independence, France was one of the America's major trading partners. At the same time, France under Napoleon was fighting most of Europe, including England. So England started to block America and France from trading. The British also captured American sailors, claimed they were deserters. They also supported Native American tribes fighting against America. America also expressed interest in controlling Canada. All of these were the causes for the War of the 1812, the first conflict of this new nation. As said in the name, this war went from 1812 to 1815. The war started when America declared war. In July 1812, an American army invaded Canada through Detroit, but they quickly retreated and lost the city. Later that year, they invaded through Niagara Falls, but the once more failed. In 1813 and 1814, there were several native attacks on America, as far west as St. Louis. In April 1813, York, a city in Canada, was attacked and destroyed. Over the next months, many battles took place in the Great Lakes area. In early 1814, Britain took control of Maine. In August 1814, Washington was evacuated before the White House was burned down. Those soldiers later attacked Baltimore. In January 1815, New Orleans was attacked. Later, a peace was agreed upon. In 1819, America was given Florida. In 1820, every state was divided into either a slave or free state. Slave states' economy was based on slavery and farming, while free states were based off industry. In 1830, President Andrew Jackson started the Trail of Tears. This was a trail that Native Americans followed after they were evicted from their land. This horrible trail caused many deaths. Most went to the Indian Territory in modern Oklahoma. In 1845, the Republic of Texas, which had seceded from Mexico around 1835, was annexed by America. This caused relations between Mexico and America to worsen. In 1846, a treaty with Britain called the Oregon Treaty gave the United States territory on the Pacific coast. In 1846, President Polk declared war on Mexico. Early in the war, an army invaded Mexican-controlled New Mexico and California. At the same time, Zachary Taylor led an army over the Rio Grande, capturing the city of Monterey. In early 1847, later in March 1847, General Winfield Scott invaded Veracruz by sea. After several victories, Mexico City was taken in September 1847. In the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, America took the modern states of New Mexico, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, California, Utah, and parts of Colorado and Wyoming. A gold rush occurred in California from 1848 to 1850, with thousands flocking to the West. Slavery was adopted in the colonies when the first European settlers came. While there was a form of slavery that existed there, it was not as commercial or targeted as it was in Europe. Even after independence, slavery continued in the colonies. By the 1830s, it was dividing the country. It caused the Missouri Compromise and abolition movements in the North. By the 1850s, slavery was banned in the North. In 1857, the Missouri Compromise was declared void and unconstitutional. In the late 1850s, a conflict caused death and mayhem in Kansas, known as Bleeding Kansas. All of these events and more caused a major division. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln became president. His policies angered the South, and 11 states seceded in the coming months. The first battle was Fort Sumter in April 1861, between the United States of America and the Confederate States of America. Throughout 1861 and 1862, the USA managed to blockade their ports and almost split them in half. Abraham Lincoln delivered the Emancipation Proclamation in 1862, and slaves were allowed to fight in the North. Over the next years, many battles took place across the country, like Gettysburg. Virginia was also invaded. They surrendered in 1865.